Now, locally, a mum from Hinckley has been using this spare time in lockdown to write 2 children's books. Lyni Sargent was busy studying English at college while self-employed as a creative therapist when the COVID-19 restrictions came into force. But telling her daughter a story one evening got her thinking. Good morning, Lyni.
Good morning.
Tell us about this one story then, and how it made you think.
So my daughter Felicity loves me telling her stories, and one evening she told me to tell her a story about the pirate's underpants.
Okay, and then what happened next in your story?
So I wrote the story down because, in my opinion, it was a really good story, and I didn't want her to forget it. And as I started writing it, it got even better, and I thought, more people need to hear this story.
Because you're big on creativity, aren't you?
Yes.
In fact, you normally go into people's homes to teach them how to be more creative.
Yes, that's right. I'm self-employed. I call myself a creative enabler. So I visit people, enable them to do whatever they enjoy doing, but no longer do because of dementia or depression.
So what do you do typically when you go into someone's house? How do you start with somebody to get them to be more creative?
So identify their likes and dislikes, first of all, and then take art supplies with me, gardening facilities, anything, and just try and find what their little thing is, what sparks them, and keep doing it.
Well, because there is a science to being creative, I think, and it's almost like a muscle. I don't know how you feel about this, but it's almost like the more you do it, the more ideas, the more you allow your brain to wander, the more great things can happen.
Oh, definitely. Creativity feeds creativity.
I think it's Elizabeth Gilbert who says, she talks about inspiration and creativity. She talks about the fact that ideas are all around us, and inspire, if you look up the meaning, means to breathe into inhale. And you effectively inspire and breathe in ideas. They're there. You are the vehicle and vacuum to sort of take the idea in. I don't know how you feel about that, Lynn.
Definitely. I mean, everybody's heard of the couch to 5K. Like, nobody can run, but they start off slow, they keep running, and before you know it, you're running marathons. And creativity is exactly the same. The more you do it, the more it feeds that ability to be able to do it. The more you see around you, the more beautiful things there are, and the more it inspires you to create more things.
Absolutely. I love it. I'm so with you on this. Okay, so you normally go into people's houses to teach them to do it. Because of the situation we're in, you haven't been doing that. However, you're inspired by telling your daughter a story to now write books, and you've now had 2. So what's happened since?
So I launched a Kickstarter to get the first book funded to see if there would be any, like, if people would want to read it.
Yeah.
And I was amazed that after a couple of days I reached the funding for it.
How much did you need? And just for anyone who doesn't know, how does Kickstarter work?
So you launch your idea on Kickstarter, and you pledge people. They're basically pre-ordering your book.
Right.
If you don't meet your funding goal, then you don't get any money. But you're allowed to go over the funding goal.
Right, so how much did you ask for?
I asked for 450 and I got 650.
Good for you.
So I was it was a surreal moment, thinking that people actually want to hear what I've got to say.
Well, obviously more so, because you got 200 quid more than you need. Okay, so that happens, and now you've put these books, and are they available for us to see and buy?
I'm expecting a delivery any day now. So people are able to buy them, and I'll get them posted out as soon as I'm able to.
Good for you. I love this. This is fantastic, Lyni. So is this something that you self-published, or you've gone to a publisher and they've published it for you?
I self-published them purely because it can take quite a long time to find a publisher, the suitable one. And even if you do find a suitable publisher, it can take months of to and fro in. Whereas a local printer, you can just get it done. And to be honest, I wanted full control. I've put a lot of effort into writing the story and creating illustrations. I wanted it how I wanted it.
So how do we find what you've done, Lyni? Because people listening to this now, inspired by what you've had to say and self-publishing your book, how can we find out more about you and what you've created here?
So I have 2 pages on Facebook. One is Lyni Sargent, author, and the other is Creative Catharsis.
Fantastic work. Lyni Sargent from Hinckley, thank you very much for joining us on BBC Radio Leicester. It's just gone 7:30.